Vogue, demure, modest, mindful, model. I'm living it, I'm breathing it, darling. But I've got the real models here on the couch. We're gonna talk about what it's like being a model in Houston. How'd I do?
Footwork, baby. The hands were everywhere.
They're the pros. Let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
All right, welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez. And baby, clearly I am not a model. They had some choice words for me, so let's talk to the models. We've got Emmy back in the building, been on here a couple times already, so can't wait to dive in. First time on the show, we got Seth. Welcome, welcome. We've got Megan Milano looking pretty. And across from me, Jeremy the Jet. All right, cheers. Are these drinks good or are they good? Shout out to Sean, my guy, who prepared the Carolina, but I corrected him and it's the Carolina, all right? Okay, so modeling life. Is it all the glamour and glitz, or is it a lot of hard work, a lot of tough days?
It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of tough days. Like even just your body, keeping up with your body, going to the gym every single day, making sure that you're model ready, always training yourself when it comes to your walks, to always improve.
Yeah.
And fashion shows, they can run long, okay? You will do a 12, 13-hour day for a 15-second walk, but baby, it's worth it.
For a 15-second
Yes.
walk?
Call times can be anywhere from like 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., you know? Like, it really just depends. And the show will be at like 10.
And then you just walk in one fit, potentially.
One or more.
And hope to not it up the way I did it.
Yeah, friend, it's all right. It's all right.
I got to train,
Right.
clearly.
We got you.
Jeremy, what's it like for you?
Really, it's really not that hard. I like being modeling. I do it on the side, so being in modeling for me has just been just something that I enjoy doing. It's a great opportunity to network with people, and I love to stay in shape anyway, so going to the gym, getting enough sleep. I kind of have like a routine, like a ritual that I do, and it's just really about being stress-free. I think like the number one thing that you don't want as a model is to look stressed. So I mean, just like making sure, whatever that means, getting your massages, doing yoga, making sure that you deep breathe, woosah, because whenever you need to be ready, you just don't want to look stressed. No stress.
You want to be effortless. You want to be demure.
That's right.
So what kind of models are you? Because I know there's all different kinds. Right?
So I do runway professionally. I've also done the Miss USA pageant, and recently gotten into photo shoots. I just finished my longest photo shoot, which was about 10 hours.
Oh, wow.
With 15 different dresses, and they're not like your normal evening gowns. They're your big poofy quince dresses. My hips were hurting. I was so tired after that.
Damn.
And each dress had 200 pictures, 4 different videos. Yeah, it's a lot of work. So you know, it could be easy for some models, just depending on what they model. But if you're a model that does photo shoots like that or does runways like all the time, it could be a little harder.
It's taxing on the body.
Right.
Yeah.
Seth, what kind of model are you?
Well, I just started modeling, but I am a runway, print, and editorial model. I just did my first runway show with Kimish for Couture a la Mode. I walked for Air Vintage and Kimora. I have some more shows coming up and some actual like long shoots ahead, so I'm glad you actually talked about that because now I know what to be prepared for, actually.
Make sure you eat in the morning.
Yeah.
Make sure you eat in the morning because they don't always provide lunch.
Yes, I learned that. I learned that you literally have to eat like as soon as you wake up because you do not have time to stop.
You don't know when the next time you're gonna eat is. It could be after your 10-hour shoot, or it could just be,
they might provide lunch.
Provide lunch.
If you're lucky.
From what I've experienced is you don't really know what the day is going to be about. You don't really know like the photographers that are going to be there. Is food going to be provided? When are we actually starting? And
but I think that's the fun part, like the
unknown.
Right.
That it's new every time.
Right. You never know. It's all an experience. I feel like that's the best part about being a model. It's the experience. I mean, it's not all glitz and glamour, but it is glitz and glamour. So
It's not all, but it is.
right.
But it is.
Megan, what kind of model are you?
I do commercial, and I've been doing runway. Also UGC. So yeah.
What is UGC?
It stands for user-generated content. It's basically where brands or companies will reach out to you and be like, hey, can you make a video about our product? Basically saying that, you know, you use it and what are the benefits of it and how did it affect you? So stuff like that.
Got it. Jeremy?
Hey. I do all types of modeling. I mostly like to do athletics, so prep, I do commercial, do a little bit of runway, but that's not really my strength. Most of my work is like with academy, doing sports stuff, you know, put me on the field, throw something at me, give me a baseball. I don't know how to play basketball, but they have me with the basketball on
That's
the court.
interesting. So all the people I see playing ball on a commercial or catching footballs, they ain't athletes, they're models. Interesting.
Just for the shot.
Okay. All right, we're going to talk more about this modeling life after the commercial break, so stay right.
Here's 5 things about the modeling industry that I wish I would have known before I started. Number 1, you have absolutely no say on what your hair and makeup looks like. And if you think you look ugly, well, have fun being ugly. Don't get me wrong, sometimes your hair and makeup looks amazing. Other times it makes you want to go home and cry in the corner. But either way, you've got no say. Number 2, modeling is not as glamorous as everyone thinks it is. If you walk for a lot of the big name designers, sometimes you make only $200 to $500 a show. It's only the celebrities that make millions. Number 3, agencies take massive cuts of everything that you make. And don't forget web fees to just be on their website. And yes, that's for pretty much every agency, even the good ones. Number 4, agencies still hassle you about your weight. Every single one of my female friends who is currently working as a model here in New York City has been told countless times to lose weight. Last but not least, you don't get to pick or probably even see any of the photos that you shoot.
Period.
Very true.
All right, we're
That's
talking about the
Very
realities of modeling life. We've got Emmy, Seth, Megan, and Jeremy here. Y'all were nodding. Y'all were saying yes, preach. Did y'all agree with everything she had to say?
I did.
Pretty
Not
much.
everything, but majority.
Yeah,
So
a good chunk of it.
I have a good agency. She, you know, she treats us right, doesn't take money from us. She's just there to make sure that we're getting paid. She's there to make sure that we're being treated correctly as models. Because when you're a model without representation, they feel like they can kind of pick on you a little bit more. They can kind of push you a little bit more. Like, oh, we really don't have to pay this model because they don't have an agency. They don't have representation. But I was always so weary of an agency because of all the horror stories you hear.
Like the
kind
one-
of like what she was just saying. Like, they're just money digs. Like, you give them $2,000 and it's like, they don't even really book you one photo shoot.
Yeah,
So,
that happened to my friend, or my
Yeah.
cousin, really. That happened to her. She had to take the modeling class. They give you a photo shoot with it and a stylist, but it totaled to around $1,200.
Wow.
Dang. And then didn't even
she
get
got one job. It paid $75, so it paid, but not
Wow.
$1,200.
Yeah, not nearly the amount that you're
See,
putting in.
I'm not even,
a horror story.
I'm not a signed model at the moment, but hearing like the different stories about working with agencies, it definitely does make me a lot more conscious and cautious about working
would
with.
sign with.
Right, right. One thing I've learned in modeling is some things can be too good to be true. Yeah, like you want to be a model, you want to be out there, you want to be hot and glamorous, but like there
Are
are
you
some
ready
things
to
that come with
struggle?
this that you're gonna have to really ask yourself and come to terms with yourself about, like, how do I feel about myself as a model and my worth as a model, and how is their perception and what they see me as matching up, and with my money.
Right, because if I'm paying $1,200 and only getting $75, baby, it ain't for me.
Yeah. yeah.
Jeremy, what about you? Is it?
Yeah, I definitely
Did you like-
agree. It's an investment, and if you have to believe in yourself
Right.
before anyone else is going to believe in you. And
I agree.
it is going to take some money up front. You're going to need to put some money down, and you know it's going to be investing in whether it's being on the website, you know, new clothing, and you know if you're in it for the money, it's not the right reason. For me, I just grew up and people were like, "Oh, you should be a model. You should be a model," and so it was just like, "Yeah, like I'll give it a go." And I knew people in the industry, and I don't think I would have gotten as far as I got if it weren't for the people that I knew in my circle. So you know, just make sure that you, number one, believe in yourself, and that you have a network of people that also are supporting you, and that'll help you go far.
You know, I have a lot of people tell me, my parents, they'll be like, you know, you're doing this and it's not paying you enough, or it's not paying you. And it's like, people will go to school for 8, 12 years, putting in time, work, money, to do what they want to do, you know? So I don't think it's a problem to pay the $300 for a professional photo shoot, because you're investing in yourself. You know, like, you can't just look at it like, oh my God, I just lost $300. Like, no, like, I'm growing myself.
But you see, there's a difference in like freelancing and putting all that money into yourself, right? Because that's your money. You know where your money is going.
Right.
And networking does do a lot. Networking got me to the agency that I'm now with.
Yeah.
Right?
Those connections you make whenever you go to those shoots, whenever you go to the appreciation ceremonies, or just different things that you get invited to as a model, that is when you have to capitalize and take advantage of the people in that room. I'm still grinding, like, I'm still networking, I'm still having to go out and entertain people that I may not want to entertain, but this is something that I'm hungry for. This is something that I wake up and I'm like, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I want to do with my life every day. So that's what you have to do that.
You got to do it. You got to make the sacrifices.
Yeah.
All right. Well, coming up next, I'm going to ask about the weight and dating. Okay, because that's a whole other world within modeling. You stay right there. We'll be right back. Everybody wants to date a model till it's hard, right? We got Emmy, Seth, Megan, and Jeremy. What's it like in the dating scene when people find out that you're a model?
As soon as they hear the word model, it's like you're a trophy. That's all you are. They don't see anything else. They don't see your personality. They don't see anything. You're just a trophy. And I've experienced that even with friendships.
Right.
You become one-dimensional.
Exactly.
No, literally. And on top of that, they really don't believe that you're busy. And like, and that your lifestyle actually requires for you to like entertain other people. Like, not entertain as far as romantically.
In a romantic way, but like for work,
of
for
course.
a potential
I mean,
connection,
our
for
job
networking.
is to look good and capitalize off of looking good.
Yeah.
So.
What's your experience been like, Megan?
You know, I can honestly say I haven't had those terrible
relationships. That's great. That's good.
Everything's good here. No one's ever like shunned me or, you know, given me the stereotype of being a model. Everyone's always been really supportive and caring. So
that's awesome.
I need to be around your circle.
No.
Me too.
Jeremy, what about you?
Awesome. Yeah. So I remember when I was young, I was like in high school, and I was interested in girls, and I had a group of friends, you know, my guy friends, and I just remember one time in particular, my homeboy was on the phone with a girl, and he was like, yeah, you know, come through, you know, I got my friend, he's a model, and I just, and she goes, not all models are good looking, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
And it's like, you know, yeah, I mean, like.
She's not.
Well.
I've never actually dated a model. And I don't identify as a model. I'm just a person who does some modeling. So I don't think that, you know, being a model really affects your dating life too much.
So you would not date a model?
No, I'm not saying I would.
You're not opposed to it. You just
haven't.
Would you guys date?
No.
No.
I would have to think about it. I don't like to
mix work with pleasure.
Right.
You know, I think the industry has like the perks, but it also has the downside, and it would probably be a lot of traveling. You know, if he's doing modeling full time, but I want to make that sacrifice, I kind of want my relationship to be
home, a base.
Yeah, I want us to be together.
Yeah.
And I know with me being in the industry, I'm gonna have to be traveling. So if we're both always traveling, I just don't know if it would work. But I'm not opposed to trying it.
Yeah, I'm not opposed either.
I mean, very opposed.
Yeah, you're very opposed. And producer's like, she had a hard no.
Maybe it's different for me, but I've been modeling in Houston for a while. I've gotten to know pretty much every single model. I see the same people all the time. And a lot of these men, like these male models, are very egotistical, very narcissistic, very full of themselves. I can't be with someone that's very full of themselves. I can't be with someone that feels that they're better than me at the same job. And I feel like for male models too, it's just easier. It's easier to have that ego. It's easier to be like, oh yeah, I'm that you know? And it's only because there's more female models than there are male models, especially here in Houston.
That is true.
So like when they see the male models come out and they audition, they're for sure gonna get the part. It's not because you're better than me, it's just because there's less of you. So.
She's shooting some shots. Whoever you are, she has some choice words for you.
Speak on it.
Okay, so what about like cattiness or rivalry? Is there any drama between models?
Yes.
Oh.
A very emphatic yes. Okay, no, we can't sip and plead the fifth when you say yes that hard.
Yes. There's pettiness everywhere. I mean, like if you work at Whataburger, I'm sure your manager a little petty. Like,
okay, but what's it like in the modeling world?
Well, in the modeling world, it's a little two-faced. First, it starts friendly, and then you hear from a friend of a friend that this could have been said. You egged me at the door, but you want to talk to me on the way out, or now that you see me around, some people that you want to connect with. But I have made a lot of really good, like, nice friends with modeling. Like,
oh, that's great.
I only know of one situation being petty.
I don't really have drama with models, per se, when I go into a runway or a photo shoot. I like to enjoy my time there and make it, like, as memorable as possible. But there will be times where you meet a model that thinks that they're the top shelf. They'll follow you, they'll play in your face. As soon as they get home, they unfollow you. So when you see them again, they want to come up and talk to you, like if you're one of their followers, and you just look at them like, I'm not one of your followers. You unfollowed me, I unfollowed you right back. You are not that up there.
Yeah.
We do the same job.
Like you got booked, I got booked.
Hey, baby, this sounds
like
petty as hell. This sounds petty as hell. All right, one final question. The weight, is that still a thing? Do you find yourselves battling what you're gonna eat, questioning whether you're about to go into an eating disorder because of needing to keep up appearances?
Yeah.
Or pressure.
Yeah.
Body dysmorphia.
Body dysmorphia is real. You know, it's like there's so many angles that the cameras are getting that you didn't even like see yourself. You know, confidence is real. You have it.
Right.
But there's always like a little voice in the back of your mind saying like, oh, maybe this could have been better. And it shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't be like that, because y'all are gorgeous. Cheers to y'all.
Cheers.
I hope y'all book all the gigs and walk all the runways, okay? All right, coming up next, I'm heading behind the bar because I gotta learn how to make this delicious cocktail that was allegedly named after me, but nah, I'm giving Sean a hard time. You stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. I'm behind the bar. I've got Sean Celestine back in the building, and you're here to do what?
Back that glass up.
Okay, come on with the attitude this time. You learn.
I know what to do.
Okay, but listen, I've already addressed it once, but now I'm addressing it to your face. My name is Carolina.
Correct.
Not Carolina.
Please pardon my heart, not my mind.
That was smooth as hell. That's how you know he's good at his job. Like, come on. All right, I pardon.
Thank you.
I pardon all. All right, what is this delicious cocktail?
I wanted to come up with something that, to me, represented your personality. This is party vibes, feel like you're on the beach, vacation, a little ratchet, but also sophisticated and clever, just like you.
My God, all is pardoned, all is forgiven. Okay, yes, absolutely.
So let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
Make a mess while we at it, because we messy too.
It is messy.
All right.
That makes it more fun. You're gonna
of
have
course.
1.5 ounces of tequila.
Okay, then we got some rum chata.
Rum chata, you know.
Baby, I don't ever whip out rum chata
we on the beach.
Before the winter time.
But we balance that wintry vibe with the tequila too, right? Because that rum chata is gonna give you that I'm sitting under a palm tree and I got the flower in my drink and hair.
Yes.
Then we have a 1/2 ounce of prickly pear syrup.
Okay.
The rest of it is pineapple juice.
Gotcha. I feel like the pineapple is really giving it the sweetness it has, but it's not overpowering either.
Get out a good shake.
Whip. And I haven't shaken in a while because I'm always shaking. It's my favorite thing to do. All right, a little pour, a little good. Okay, so Sean, if people want to book you to make cocktails for them where you name them correctly,
Right.
How can they find you?
Well, first, we're gonna garnish it with cinnamon stick and also mint leaf. You can follow me on social media. My Instagram is HunnidWaze, HUNNIDTWAZE. I also bartend at Off the Record every week, so catch me in the streets.
Catch you in the streets where you be modeling behind the bar. All right, cheers to y'all. They're thirsty. We got to give them some drinks. So cheers to you at home. We'll see you guys next time. By the way, these models are smart, darling. They ain't dumb. Don't be judging a book by its cover. A beautiful cover indeed.